Hey friendos, we are going to take Gamora, already flipped, let's flip her back. We're going to take Gamora up against Red Skull for Solo Champions League Season 10 Round 4. And we've got a basic attack upgrade. I figure that her little extra response, I always forget which is which. Her finesse response is enough to kind of compensate for not taking the extra threat, so we'll take an extra attack because the damage will help us just get there faster. We get one extra healing from there. We're going to get two of these allies, so we're just going to discard the ones that we're going to keep. So it'll be White Tiger and Elektra. Okay, great. Those are the easier ones to trigger. And we've already got our encounter card. We've already got the Red House in play. Need to remember that Red Skull can't take any damage until this is gone. So, oops, let's shuffle this up and grab our initial hand of 6. What do we like here? Forward momentum, definitely don't need. Conditioning room, we are not hanging out here. Make the call on the first turn doesn't make any sense. Double resources, awesome. I kind of doubt we're going to want to use Ironheart, but let's keep that as a target for Power in All of Us in case that's the only thing we see. It's very doubtful, but we'll do that. So 1, 2, 3. Great. Well, there's another target for that. And White Tiger will take care of that nicely. So now we look, and if we got an event, we do. An attack or a thwarting event, we get to keep it. I was just thinking that this skilled tactician, that action on the Gamora alter ego side really reminds me of a Boggs thing, right? Like you do it and maybe it's successful, maybe it isn't, as opposed to, right, it's high variance. It's a high variance outcome, right? Like, do you get an extra card or not? Who knows? Anyway, so we've flipped. We're going to use Tactical Scanner to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's do a quick resource count here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. 2 of them are doubles. There's no minions, so those Relentless Assaults are going to do diddly. Keen Instincts will, almost certainly get some use out of. We've got Groot for our main blocking. So let's think through what kinds of things maybe we want to do. I can imagine we bring out Ironheart, which gives us a card back. We bring out Groot. That's no longer a Power in All of Us, that's just the card that came out of Ironheart. To get the stuff we want to get out of Decisive Blow, we will have wanted to play a thwarting event. So we could play a thwarting event, which would, it's basically worth 3 damage if we play that. So let's just assume that we might do that. Oh, sorry, that's actually meant to be Keen Instincts. So if we, the thwarting event, we don't, it's going to, it would really just be to get those 2 extra damage. So what else could we do? We could, well, we don't know what comes out of Ironheart, so I think maybe a bunch of this planning doesn't matter at this point because we really want to know who's coming for the ride with Ironheart. So 1/2 will play the power in all of us and get another card. Rapid response. Okay. So that doesn't change too much. Sorry, just kind of thinking through this in my head. So we could do something like this. I mean, Groot is a great target for rapid response. But then I don't think I have anything else to do. So I think I like this. So I think what we do is the very first thing we do is we do set the pace, which takes one thread off and does this, but sets us up for being able to... Oh, we're not even doing decisive blow. Oops. Oh, I just realized I have some wonky counting because I do want to bring out Keen Instincts. And then, am I going to use decisive blow then? Right, I guess I could use decisive blow and rapid response for when Groot goes. If and when Groot goes. Oh, I also didn't have the ally space for White Tiger and Spider-Man anyway. Okay, that's fine. So we will bring out White Tiger, and then she can thwart this. 1, 2, 3. We can bring out Groot for welcome aboard and cross counter. Decisive blow, we do this and this to bring out decisive blow, which does 4 damage. Does a threat, but whatever. And then rapid response for 2. That's to get Groot back if we need to. Gamora and Ironheart attack for 4. Oh, we're on Red Skull 3 here. Oops. There he is. So we had done 8 damage. So we should be at 8. Okay, Groot will not bother attacking. And we untap. And we are at 5. Boo boo boo. Okay, we could confuse him. We're not seeing, unfortunately, we're not seeing much in the way of our things that increase our allies that are available. So, Red Skull, turn 1. Get 1 threat, and then after resolving step 1, we go and we grab the top scheme off of here. Okay, so it's the one that allows us to shuffle some cards back in the discard. Make the call as one of the good ones for that. Red Skull goes to attack and Groot blocks. Sorry, I didn't say that ahead of time, but that was the plan. Groot blocks, and Red Skull has 1 plus 1 plus 1, so 3, and then 2 healing. And then we get 2 encounter cards. So first encounter card is reveal your, or Surge. our second encounter card. Give Red Skull a tough status card. Already has it. He attacks you. Okay, I'll take it. He has 2 attack. Ironheart's blocking. 2 more. And then final one. Quick Strike. We will just take those 2 damage. And that was turn 1. So what do we have? Well, we could Concussive Blow with Keen Instincts. This other Keen Instincts is probably not worthwhile. With that side scheme deck, Cosmo's awesome. However, it would be really nice to get that tough off of there. So we could do White Tiger, 3 there, set the pace here. We do a ping on the tough. We then Concussive Blow. If we're going to do it that way, I guess we put the other Keen Instincts down as well. Instead of Cosmo. So Keen Instincts, we do set the pace, so we remove 1 threat, and then her precision ability pings off the tough here. White Tiger, well, we'll do Concussive Blow first, sorry. So we'll do Concussive Blow first. So that's 1, 2, 3, and Confuse. Then White Tiger will defeat this, which allows us to shuffle in 3 cards. So what do we like? We like Make the Call. And double resources, I guess. What have we seen? Ooh, Decisive Blow is also pretty good. Especially because I have 2 Keen Instincts out. Okay, so we're going to throw those in there. This thing we're going to worry about in another turn because we're just going to flip actually. And then we're going to look at the top part of our deck. And it's not. So that is the end of turn 2. There is what we're looking for. Triskelion. Okay, so turn 2, we get 1 threat, which brings out Mass Chaos. Okay, so Mass Chaos is we're going to discard 5 cards and then 1 threat per different icon. So 1 energy, 2 energy, 3 fists, so that's 2 altogether, 4 science, and 5 energy. So that was 3. And there goes our copy of Nowhere. Red Skull goes to thwart, but he can't because he's confused. The Hydra Jet Trooper goes to scheme, and he schemes for 0. He's a bit of a dunce. And then finally, we got a gang up. Now gang up just gains surge because I'm an alter ego, and tiger shark. Turn 3. Okay, so Nebula's a little bit of a tutor. Based on the cards I have, can I get Triskelion? Can't get all those things out. Really need to deal with that. Okay, well, I guess before I get too far into this, I should use my ability. It is an event, and then we can flip. It's got 3 attacks, so I can take care of that or that. So with this, I could ping one of these, get that off there, clear the area to get the other one. And then see what's in my hand for the rest. Oh, and that would let Gamora take care of Tiger Shark cleanly. Okay, so acrobatic move. We do 2 damage to an enemy. Then we use our finesse ability to remove a threat from the scheme. Ew. Now I want to clear the area, but I don't want to get rid of any of these jokers. I guess I want Nebula, because Nebula can pull out an event that I can actually do something with. Let's assume Drax wasn't going to get to attack quite enough times to make him worthwhile. So we'll do clear the area, 1, 2, and a ping. This goes into that pile. And then we get a card. Gamora's Sword. We will not be using Gamora's Sword today. However, we will be using Nebula. And now I get to search for an attack or thwart event. So what do we have? We can do a decisive blow for 7. Grab a relentless assault. For 5. With whom I have here, the 7's actually a bit better, of course. So Gamora can do that. I just leave that. Nebula does 2 there. She could sacrifice herself or just stick around. Then maybe I actually do take the Relentless Assault. So I'll bring out the Triskelion. I'll use Keen Instincts after I attack with Nebula to hit this thing with Relentless Assault. So that's overkill of 4. I've already used my one finesse this turn. I'm going to save this for next turn. Could use rapid response on Nebula, depending what my hand is. And then finally Gamora takes care of this. Okay, so that was turn 3. Villain turn 3. Well, let's hope that there is a non-elite minion that shows up. So right now he has 2 attack. I will block with Groot. So that's for 3. And then he heals 2. Then he gets 1 regular encounter card plus 1 for the hazard there. Okay, so this one just gets an extra 4 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good thing White Tiger's still hanging out. And 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, Rocket is very excited about the person that just showed up. Decisive Blow is only worth 4 at the moment. Oh, anyway. Turn 4. So what do we see? We could make the call, or we could just bring out Rocket. Oh, we could make the call for White Tiger. So Rocket could go here. Then we could send Nebula and then bring her back and grab one of those 0-cost events to pump up Decisive Blow. Or we could use... Oh, we don't even have to defeat this stupid thing. Oh, Rocket's not as good then. Because we're gonna do this. This is non-elite minion. So then do we like Maria Hill more? Maybe we like Maria Hill more. Because she's gonna replace herself and get us something else, more information. Yeah, okay. So we'll do 1, 2, Maria Hill. Endurance. So we're gonna do an attack event. I'm gonna do a thwart event first. We could do, again, do this Nebula idea. She could thwart the main scheme. Oh, it's all yucky. Right, I just realized I can do the Nebula stuff and the White Tiger stuff. So let's first defeat Red Skull with Nebula. So now we're on stage 2 here. And I get an encounter card for that. I will then use rapid response to bring Nebula back into play after she gets defeated from her consequential damage. She comes with her and brings a thwarting event. And I guess this thwarting event might as well be clear the area. Because I will then clear the area 1, 2 to draw a card. White Tiger will defeat this, or sorry, we'll do that. She'll go to the discard. I will make the call to get White Tiger back. And then she defeats this, which defeats this minion. I have now used a thwarting event, so I can decisive blow for 7. I can use Gamora's attack for 3. Endurance back up 3. And then okay, we know we're going to have way more than enough stuff to deal with everything next turn. Let's not get stuck with a unused activation. Let's just get the 1 extra damage, I guess. Okay, that will be easy. So as long as nothing really disastrous happens, we get the 1 threat and prison camps. Okay, so we didn't get any. We got all the gentle ones of these. We're gonna pull in an ally. This is gonna be so silly. Red Skull attacks. I guess we'll block with Maria Hill. And another, so we get a tough status card and another boost card. 1, 2. So Maria Hill is defeated. These two are in the discard, and we get a tough status. Then he gets 2 encounter cards, 1 from flipping, and then this extra one. Alright, Shadows of the Past. So... oh no! Nebula's out. Okay. So she goes. Oh, forgot to put those there. And then we shuffle. Shadows of the Past is done. Okay. We're good. And final one. Alright, turn 5. I guess I could have done something with that if I really wanted. Anyway. So how do we actually do this? We can overpay when Electra comes out. White Tiger brings 3 in, so I think I can do this. I think I can do those. Right. And then, because he's on stage 3, White Tiger says I draw 3. And then I get an encounter card. Then the other White Tiger thwarts and defeats this. At which point I go and I grab Nick Fury and bring him into play. And draw 3 cards. So I'm now maxed out for allies. I do want to bring in Elektra, and I can pay for it with Set the Pace or Cross Counter. I could even potentially make the call Nick Fury after I do some other stuff, but to take advantage of that. 5 threat from a scheme, that's pretty clean. But I won't, oh yes I will. I will have played something beforehand. Okay, so how do we do this? I'll take a ping damage. So the first thing I'll do is do 2 damage to an enemy. 1, 2. Take those 2 damage. I've now played an attack event. And I will take 1 threat off here with finesse. I will then play forward momentum to remove all the threat from there. And, oh, sorry, and then the 1 ping damage off there. These 2 can defeat this one. Gamora will defeat Nebula. Those each take a damage for attacking. We can then bring in Elektra and power her up with this. So I spent a fist, so she does 3 damage to an enemy. I attack, she does 3 damage to an enemy. She's at 2 now. And then make the call for Nick Fury and overwrite White Tiger. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get 1, 2, 3. Okay, none of those are the types of things that I want. I'm gonna play nowhere just to entertain myself. Fury will do 2 and Groot will finish him off on turn 5. I have 20 health out. Probably made some mistakes in there. Errors. Probably made some errors in there.